You're saying, remember the alimony. This Navarro Street Bridge covers the part of the San Antonio River known as the Old Mill Crossing. In the years it was the widest and the sharpest part of the San Antonio River, so that the most east way to ford. When Teddy Roosevelt and his Rough Riders were here training for the Spanish-American War, they frequently crossed the San Antonio River at the Old Mill Crossing. The Old Mill is in reference to Nat Lewis's mill, that once stood where the Weston now stands, as far as we can ascertain. Mr. Lewis is the first European descendant to crown on the San Antonio River. Ahead of us, that beautiful red sandstone building, Romanesque Revival architecture, the Bexar County Courthouse, opened in 1897. From that day to this, it's been the seat of law and justice for the people of Bexar County. It's the oldest and the longest continuously used courthouse in Texas, and it stands on the main plaza of the original town square of San Antonio. Also on the main plaza is San Fernando Cathedral, whose cornerstone was laid in 1738. It was in that cathedral that Jim Bowie, one of the commanders of the Alamo, was buried. Now the place where he and the other defenders of the Alamo are said to be at rest. To our left, 402 feet to the base of that flagpole, 30-story tall neo-Gothic architecture of the Tower Life building. When it was being constructed in the 20s, it was known as the Smith-Young building. The builders, they wanted protection against bad luck and against bad business, so they put gargoyles around the top two tiers of that octagon-shaped tower and grotesques between the first and second stories here on our left. At a cost of $3 million, this building opened on June 1st, 1929. A mere 5 months later, October the 29th, 1929, the stock market crashed. So much for the good luck. The builders were overextended in building this building, as well as other investments, went bankrupt, could not pay the taxes when they came due. Therefore, this building sold at auction shortly thereafter on the steps of the Bexar County Courthouse for those back taxes and brought in about 10 cents on the dollar. Not exactly the return on investment that anybody would hope to have. We come out from under St. Mary Street Bridge on our right. The International Center, finished in 1968. Modern architecture, third home to the Free Public Library. Presently, it's the NAFTA offices for Canada, Mexico, and the United States, as well as Visit San Antonio, San Antonio's Convention and Visitors Bureau. There's also a restaurant and a nightclub in it. And downstairs, that's not a flooded basement. That's Go Rio's old marina. Now, before we go into the flood control channel, I have to make sure that nobody is coming in as we're going out. I also have to announce our exit from the horseshoe section of the San Antonio River. That gives you a chance to look back over my left shoulder and notice that the Tower Life building looks remarkably like a ship setting sail in the river. That was by design, in that the builders expected their future to be as bright as the past they left. Well, we know the end of that story. They went bankrupt, lost the building, the rest of their fortune in a tax auction. Because of those unfortunate events, it is now rumored that the Tower Life building may, in fact, be haunted. And some folks have reported, having listened very carefully, actually being able to hear the sound of a ship's horn. Y'all heard that, right? Yeah, I hate to be the only one hearing things this early in the afternoon. It makes me nervous the rest of the day. Coming in the flood control channel over flood control lock number 4. If we're in a flood situation, that lock will come up from the bottom of the river to protect downtown San Antonio. As we turn north into the flood control channel, if you look south about 200 yards, you will see a red and or a green light atop flood control dam number 5. The flood control channel, the flood control gates, and the flood control dam were all built in response to the 1921 flood that saw floodwaters reach 8 feet above street level, about 25 feet from where we are right now. But since these flood control measures have been put in place, San Antonio has not suffered another devastating flood. We can't turn left and go over the flood control dam because it's a 10-foot drop from this part of the river to the next part of the river, and my supervisors have absolutely no sense of adventure. To our left at street level, you'll see a fence covered with locks. Those are our love locks. Folks will symbolize their commitment to one another by snapping shut the lock on that fence and then throwing the keys into the water. That makes wonderful romantic feelings well up within us until you notice just exactly how many combination locks there are up there. That's just wrong, you know. You throw that paper into the river, that sounds like commitment issues to me. Absolutely. You the real law. To our right will be the Drury Plaza Hotel. When that building opened in 1929, it was Alamo National Bank building. The Drury folks renovated it in 2007, kept the beautiful limestone facade on the outside. You can go to the lobby and see marble walls, travertine tiles, and many banking activities are part of the Alamo National Bank. They also built this pedestrian bridge that connects the Riverwalk with the main plaza. As we come out from under the pedestrian bridge, if you look to our left, slightly back through Main Plaza, you'll be able to catch a glimpse of San Fernando Cathedral. Its cornerstone was laid in 1738, but the sanctuary actually predates that by about 22 years, making it the oldest sanctuary cathedral in the nation. Still a very active congregation, and the building is open every day for worship as well as self-guided tourism. Ahead of us, you see that beautiful cypress tree. We don't know exactly how old it is because they live to be over 1,000 years old. We do know that it stood there on December the 7th, 1835 during the rebellion by the Texans and the Tejanos against the Mexican state.